Yay, REV. Dr. Mary Starr here, the Total Wellness Doc. We're so excited to be with you. I wanted to show you this picture. I don't think I can zoom. Well, maybe I can. I want to show you this picture real quick while I wait for some people to show up. I'm waiting for Coach Corry to join me as well. We're going to do this. This is a picture of me 10 years ago, and I've been showing this to some of my other different friends and different things. This is me 10 years ago. I was not pregnant. I was 4 months post having a baby. Oh, there's Coach Corry. And then we'll flip the camera. This is me today. Yes. Strong, healthy, happy, and just another amazing person. So we're going to bring Coach Corry on here. Let me see how to do this. Audience, we're going to search. There she is. I'm going to invite her. Ask Coach Corry to join to live. Yes. Here we go. Let's see if it works. Hopefully. Adding. Oh, I think she's here.
Hi, Mary.
Hey. We did it. Hey, I loved your talks this weekend. They really were just one as your friend, to see how far you've come, to see you in this journey and coaching others. Like, your coaching was just awesome. So I wanted to tell you that. And it was just so good to hear your tips. I'm like, oh, I'm going to go do that. I'm going to do that. You know,
Good.
It was really good. It was really good. And then let's ask our, whether you're watching live, give us a shout out below. But did you watch this weekend's coachings? Let us know. If you didn't, go back. Hey, Karen. Hey, Heather. There's Coach Heather there. Coach Heather's restaurant tips was awesome. I thought that she did such a good job with that. And then yesterday, she had me in tears. Did you watch that yet? Did you get a chance to watch hers? Can't see your pretty face today. Oh, can you just see this?
Yes.
Oops. Let me get I can see me, but I know that when we do this double thing, let's see. How about now?
Well, now we can see your eyes.
How about now?
Better.
This thing is crazy. Okay. I love learning from Coach Corry. Yeah, she is so good. Okay. Is this good? You hear me okay?
Yes.
All right. So we are, and Coach Heather, you can contribute here. We're going to talk about vision today. First, we want to give some shout outs. What a great job. One, I want to say what a great job all the coaches are doing too. And obviously you realize that you're probably not seeing all the coaches because some of them right now are really busy. 2 of them are in Uganda. So each Rev Up is a different Rev Up because you're going to see and hear from different coaches. So we may cover some of the same topics, but hearing it from a different coach, it like hits different. And I listen to every coaching call, maybe not that day, but like usually the day after or so. And it's just, I'm getting fed. So awesome job. So I want to do shout outs to the coaches this week. Okay, she says, Al, vision is a very important part of our mission here. And I think Coach Heather said that too. She was talking about even like the vision of not even seeing herself where she was at, not seeing her progress, all of that. So one of the things that in this 10 days that can give you just a hint of the vision of where you're going is, yes, the pounds on the scale, the inches that you release, how you feel. And Coach Heather did that. So Corry, when you were stuck in bed with your broken vertebra, your crushed vertebra, 35 pounds overweight, feeling like poop, the doctor's telling you got to live like this, was it hard to have vision? Was it hard to see?
it was extremely hard to have vision to know that I was going to navigate my way out of this. But a lot of praying and a lot of listening and deciding to do it little baby steps, because as long as I'm doing better today than I did yesterday, I'm gaining on it. And my steps were baby steps and extremely painful. But sometimes the journey has to be that hard so you can actually really want where you're going. And then when you get there, it really makes it worth keeping.
Mm-hmm.
So there's very little that's going to interfere with my health journey, because I can still vividly remember how I felt when I was hurt. And having a body that's pain-free, there's not much I'm going to trade that away for, you know. I'm just not going to.
Yeah, it's just it's so awesome. And like Coach Heather yesterday, she's like, if I could just give you a day in my body,
Right.
how good it feels,
Right.
how good it feels. And you both of you have a great perception. I think Coach Megan just releasing 100 pounds, like
Right.
she knows how good it feels. But some of us who had less weight to lose, or we've taken it off, now it's been 2.5 years for me, you know, sometimes we forget. How many of you out there use Young Living essential oil products for many years now? We can forget how amazing Joy Oil is. We can forget some of those incredible testimonies that we had and the excitement we had in the beginning. And that's why this group will help give you vision of where you're going to go. Whether you have 100 pounds to release, you will be able to catch the vision of Coach Heather, of Coach Megan. If you are in pretty bad pain every day, you can grab Coach Corry's vision of where you're going to go, because you may not even know what that looks like. Like myself, since I was 9 years old, I weighed 100 pounds, right? I was always an overweight kid. I wasn't obese until later in life, but I was always overweight, so I didn't know any different. I did not know this body. I did not really have this body even in the younger years.
Right.
I came close to it, but I am in the best shape of my life. So as I did my journey, as did all these coaches, sometimes we have to get to a place where even where we thought we were going, oh, I want to weigh whatever. You know, you pick a weight, 150, 130, whatever it is for you. But when you get there, you're like, oh, is this my best? Is this my best body? Or could I be stronger? Could I be leaner? Could I, you know, like you have to catch the vision of where you want to go. And only you know that. So what else can we tell them about vision, Coach Corry?
That it's extremely personal, that it is your vision. You don't have to share it. You don't have to get approval for it. You just have to cultivate it and head in that direction.
It's good. And one of the things that we have in our hands, literally, is Young Living essential oils. And both Corry and I knew the founder, Gary Young. Corry actually has been on his table and been worked. That was a story too of you getting out of pain, right?
Yeah.
Share that real quick with everyone to hear.
Well, I had some trouble with I think it's L5S1, my disc. I blew it forward once and had surgery. I blew it backwards once and had surgery. And it was like in a 5-year period. And and I crashed a motorcycle in the 5-year period. So they were threatening to put me in a bubble, and off we go to, where did we go? We went to Ecuador. We went to Ecuador to learn raindrop therapy, because that's the best place to learn. Raindrop is in a third world country, right? And I was in a lot of pain. I couldn't sit in the chair for the lecture, so I was like kneeling. And when he started talking about pain and the oils that can take off pain and how to do that, you know, you needed to connect to your mind body. Gary was a lot about that, and a lot about listening, and a lot of that. And when he asked for a volunteer, I just stood up, walked up, and no one else was there. So I laid down on the table, and I don't not only listen to what he said, I got to absorb everything that he said. And sometimes you just have to allow the miracle. I mean, it sounds foo-foo. You just need to allow the miracle to happen. The oils are absolutely incredible and wise beyond your years. They will go in and do what needs to be done. You just have to let them. And he did a raindrop on me, and I got off that table, and that pain from the back surgeries and the stiffness and the parasympathetic overload, or whatever, you know, whatever it all was, I was just so ready to let go of all of it that it happened for me. And this can be a vehicle for you to have that healing journey on your own. My back has adjusted itself with valor on a regular basis on the bottom of my feet. I came down the stairs and my whole back went and just kind of like realigned itself. It was no pain. It was kind of noisy, but my bones are noisy anyway. That's okay. And so, yes, the power of the drop of oil and the intention. You know, people think more is better, and it's not. It's allowing the oil to do what it's going to do, to freely surrender to that. Surrendering is a thing that's a skill set in my opinion, because it took me a long time to learn how to do that.
So good. So good. And sometimes that's why we have to go through things a couple of times.
Yep.
So I just want to recap a couple of things. So if you're unfamiliar with what Raindrop is, all of us coaches work with Young Living Essential Oils. It's a company that produces the most premium essential oils in the world. If you're brand new, you don't know, you got the best here. And essential oils can complement your journey. If Coach Megan was talking to you right now, she would tell you how she used our blends daily, inhalation, with prayer, with journaling, and just really sitting to see where God wanted her to go every day. And it was a huge piece for her to break through what was holding her back. And it's very scientific too, for those of you who are more analytical. When you smell a smell, particularly our blends, when you smell a smell, it goes to the emotional part of your brain, and that's kind of the seat of emotion. Also, they call it the seat of trauma. You know, it's just where your body, you could smell a smell and remember grandma's cookies, right? Mm-hmm. Because it had cinnamon in it or something, and it would bring a good memory. Sometimes it brings tears. Sometimes it brings emotion up, or even laughter, all of those things. So when you were on that table, and Raindrop technique uses massage and pressure and vibration and maybe even moist heat. I can't remember if he used that for you. Vitaflex, which is like reflexology. So you got off that table and you were a new woman.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Yes.
So what a gift.
And the pictures showed it. Karen Malone took pictures before and after, and you could see a huge difference. And it was less than an hour. Yeah. And to have that kind of a shift, that the energy that you emit, it's a real thing.
Yeah. It's so true. So, well, how does this relate to my 10-day vision and my 10-day weight loss challenge? Over these 10 days, we are hoping that you have a shift up here, that you have a shift by participating daily, by seeing other people's stories, by seeing their foods, by trying something new. Like, oh, I never thought I would enjoy eating this healthy. So many of you are like, this is easy, this is simple. So many of you had the mindset that eating healthy and losing weight was hard, but now you're seeing it's actually simple. Some days it's hard. We all know that, harder than others, but now it's simple. So you're seeing that, but using your essential oils daily in some focused time where you can just think about what you're thinking about, right? So journaling and then thinking about where you want to go. We have people in this group who literally the the scale, everything that says they don't need to lose weight, but they don't feel their best, right? And they get on this program and they shrink inches, they feel better, they get stronger, they lose emotional baggage as we're talking about today, they let go of things. I mean, there's just so much that we can do. So much that we can do. So going back to vision, we got to wrap this up, but vision is important. Was there any time, because you've been on a 6-month journey, I've been on a 2-year, well, you've been on a year journey, over a year now. But was there any time that you noticed like you really needed to have more vision, or realized you didn't have a vision, or for where you were going?
You can get, you can, I got to my goal, and I was not happy there. I got down to the weight goal and I was not happy there. And there's always extra stuff to your life. You're not the only one living in your bubble. And processing that in a healthy way that's less stress and not allowing stress to affect your eating. I guess they call it emotionally. I don't know what they call it. For me, it was giving myself permission to spend time with myself and do the exercising, and then do a small a short meditation and just allow myself to be in my own body. And this higher unity oil, I don't know if anybody has indulged in that. If you're on Essential Rewards and you get your points up, if you're going to splurge, like I use my points for Rose, Neroli, and I splurged for this higher unity. You want some connection with God, the Holy Spirit, whatever you call her, and you're willing to listen. There's a lot of stuff that came through the journaling. I committed to you, Mary, to do my time for I'm getting goosebumps telling you guys about this. You must need to hear it. To spend the time with myself and just allowing the wisdom to come through. And if you just allow it to come through and just keep writing and writing and writing, when you let that rest for a day and you go back, you will be amazed at how wise you truly are about your own self.
Yeah.
I mean, you really are. And to allow that gift to come through, just since the beginning of August, I have been carving out the time daily to make sure I give that to me. That has been huge, and it is shifting the trajectory of what I'm deciding to do with my time.
So good. It's so good. And what now we're going to tell you is, in a few days, you're going to have a choice. You're going to have a choice. Well, this was good. This was fun. Thanks so much. I learned a bunch. You're going to have a choice to continue, right? Or you're going to have a choice to plug in again next month. And there's a reason that you, me, Heather, Coach Megan, all of us stay connected. We stay plugged in. We have support communities of our own because it also helps give us vision. It also, why you and I coach together weekly is because it helps to shift a little bit or think about what we're thinking about. Some of you will invest in having a coach, right? This is actually not a one-on-one coaching or a group coaching. This is a support group, and we give you the tools and things that you can use. So good. Oh, one thing we forgot. Not everyone can get higher unity depending on in the world, but another great oil is Reconnect. Reconnect is a good one too to help you reconnect with vision. A lot of us Christians will spend time in the Word daily, and we might even journal and write out prayers. but we forget to really like, okay, God, open up my eyes. You know, what do you want me to see today? What am I missing? What's the vision you have? That He has so much for us, but until we can kind of get this crud off, like the mental fogginess because we're eating poor crap every day, get out in nature, like, oh, I could go on and on. But anyway, we'll save that for another day. All right, so we're going to wrap this up. Vision is so important. If you don't have vision for where you're going, grab it from someone else. Pick a small step in this 10 days, right? Or next September 4th, we start again. We do another Rev Up group. You can pick a vision of what you want to do. It could be, I'm going to focus on walking every 30 minutes every day, and I see myself walking every day. And you start on that path towards that vision. All of
And
those
write
things.
it down. Heather's
Yep.
right. Write it down. Write down what your vision is.
Yeah, even some of us, we would cut out pictures of goal outfits we wanted. All of us coaches did that. It was fun. And I actually, I'll grab one here.
Yeah, one of my teammates in the biggest transformation wanted a red dress, and she wanted to be a size 6 in a red dress, and she wasn't anywhere near it. And she bought it and hung it in her closet and looked at it every day. And she wore it on New Year's Eve with her husband, and she was so smoking hot in it. And it was amazing to watch her, take that journey. She shared it with all of us. So you guys, you need to share. You don't have to be real personal about it, but when you share your triumphs, it helps all of us. You're feeding us too. When we get to see you succeed, it just makes my heart so full of joy when someone decides to go somewhere and then they get there, like Heather going across the bridge, 100 pounds down. I mean, there was half a person, that's a person, 100 pounds. And it was just such a joy for me to watch her do that. So, this community is amazing, you guys. Stay connected. That's my piece of advice for today.
Yeah, it is. It's so good. So vision boards, we didn't even talk about this, but this was on my vision board. I don't know if you can see. It's a UFC fighter. That's what my personal vision was. But as I got closer to this, I'm like, do I want to be a bantamweight or do I want to be a featherweight? I don't know, So it changes for all of us. But speaking of your results, we have a corporate sponsor who is matching pound for pound, inch for inch. Whether you are just getting into the Rev Up or you've been off for the weekend or you've been with us every single day, we want your results.
Right.
Even a half an inch, 1 pound. It doesn't matter. Please, we're going to be posting that out on Thursday. It's Thursday testimonials. And this is also how you win a whole bunch of prizes at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So make sure that you calculate. We'll give you through the weekend, up, I think, through Monday. And then we pick those prizes and stuff too. So make sure that you are posting those results. We really want those. So we have the corporate thing. We have the Ninja Red prize alert. I think that's getting picked today. But we need pictures of you. We want to make a fun reel. We have an amazing woman named Isa who puts together reels for us. She's here in the group. And we would love to have a picture of you with your Ninja Red. Coaches too, let's get a picture of us drinking or with our Ninja Red or something. That would be fun. Okay, we have one more. I'll give you a hint. I think tomorrow we're going to drop another prize alert, which is about, I believe, movement and fitness. And we'll be giving away a WISE scale, a scale that actually can tell you your biological age. It's really cool. Like, very, very cool. How much body fat you have, how much lean muscle, how much bone mass you have. It's a very cool scale, so look for that. And I think that's it. So we are excited to be here with you, Coach Heather.
Thank you, Heather.
Not a picture of your torso. I know. All right. So we did our best. Hopefully we'll see you guys more. Keep checking in. Tonight we have a toxin. We're going to talk about toxins and how hidden toxins may be causing your weight issues, right? Your weight and pain issues. So we're going to talk about that. And Thursday we have a class you're all invited to. It's about postmenopause, menopause, and things that you can do to help alleviate some of the traditional symptoms that people experience. All right, friends. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.